Hello everyone. Hope everyone is preparing well before your science exam. So today we will be discussing chemical reaction and equation. Now we know that revision is a very much important thing before we go for our exam. So इस चैप्टर को एकदम सिंपलेस्ट वे में देखेंगे कि जैसे 1 घंटे के अंदर मेरा पूरा चैप्टर रिवाइज हो जाए. तो कैसे करेंगे इसको देखते हैं एक बार. जैसे मेनू कार्ड होता है तो मेनू कार्ड इसका क्या है. पहला एपिसोड में देखेंगे हम लोग ऑब्जर्वेशन ऑफ द रिएक्शन एंड हाउ टू राइट ए रिएक्शन. नेक्स्ट वी विल बी सीइंग the types of the reaction, various types of the reactions are there. We will be seeing in the next video. And the last one we will discuss the previous year question from this chapter. तो इस तरीके से क्या होगा, इस चैप्टर का जो चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है एग्जाम के लिए पूरा चीज एकदम क्या हो जाएगा, सम अप हो जाएगा. Now moving to the chapter, what is a chemical reaction and equation. Now what is a chemical reaction? तो केमिकल रिएक्शन क्या है, तो हम सब लोगों को पता है कि रिएक्शन में होता क्या है, एक रिएक्टेंट होता है, और रिएक्टेंट क्या करता है, रिएक्टेंट गेट्स कन्वर्टेड इनटू द प्रोडक्ट. बस हो गया यही केमिकल रिएक्शन. तो उसके बाद क्या क्या देखेंगे रिएक्शन में, एक रिएक्टेंट जो कन्वर्ट होता है प्रोडक्ट में. नाउ कुछ रिएक्शन दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे. What are the reaction given over here? We have seen already in our lab कि magnesium ribbon is burnt with a dazzling white flame and changes into a white powder. Then lead nitrate and potassium iodide is mixed together, and last one is the zinc granules is added with the dilute HCl. So hydrogen gas is evolved. Now on the basis of this chemical reaction, what we are observing now, in a chemical reaction, what changes is taking place. Now we will be seeing a change in the state is taking place, change in the color, there will be evolution of gas, and there is a change in temperature. So ये तीन रिएक्शन को लेके देखेंगे कैसे कैसे change in state, change in color, change in gas and change in temperature is taking place. Okay. So over here we will be seeing that chemical reaction, अभी क्या बताया मैंने, एक होगा मेरा क्या ना रिएक्टेंट. रिएक्टेंट और रिएक्टेंट क्या होगा, रिएक्टेंट विल बी कन्वर्टेड टू प्रोडक्ट. तो रिएक्टेंट होता क्या है ना, द substance that take part in a reaction. जो रिएक्शन में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं उसको क्या कहते हैं, रिएक्टेंट. तो प्रोडक्ट क्या होगा ना, न्यू substances formed. मतलब रिएक्शन के बाद जो न्यू सब्सटेंसेस फॉर्म होगा उसको क्या कहेंगे, प्रोडक्ट. तो सिंपल सा चीज है. देन वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग द वेरियस रिएक्शन, लाइक द फर्स्ट वन व्हाट वी हैव सीन ना, व्हाट वाज देयर, द रिएक्शन वाज magnesium is burnt in presence of oxygen. It will give what, no, it will give magnesium oxide. Okay, so now we have to balance the equation. We know that according to law of conservation of mass, कि mass can neither be created nor destroyed. So mass of the reactant will be equal to the mass of the product. Hence, the number of atoms on the left hand side will be equal to the number of atoms on the right hand side. So left hand side में magnesium 1 is balanced. Then oxygen is 2, but in the right hand side oxygen is 1. So put 2 over here. Then again check the metal. So how many metals are there on the right hand side? 2. So put 2 over there. Now it is a balanced equation. तो इस रिएक्शन को अच्छी तरीके से डिस्कस करते हैं. तो आप जो यहाँ पे जो मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड बना है, तो इसका नेचर क्या होगा, मेटेलिक ऑक्साइड क्या नेचर होता है ना, बेसिक इन नेचर. बेसिक इन नेचर। ओके, तो उसके बाद क्या क्या डिस्कस करेंगे। यहाँ पे जो रिएक्शन दिया गया, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शन दिस इज ए कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन। Combination reaction, because magnesium and oxygen are combining to give a single product, that is why it is a combination reaction. Next, can we say this is a redox reaction or not? Yes, this will be a redox reaction. It is also a redox reaction, because from magnesium to magnesium oxidation is taking place, and this oxygen to this oxygen there is reduction is taking place, hence it will be a redox reaction. Next one, what can we write about this reaction, whether it is an exothermic reaction or endothermic. Now you will observe, initially we need to keep some amount of heat, but after the heat is ignited, we will see a large amount of heat is generated in the product side. So that means heat is given out. So if heat is given out, मतलब heat क्या हो रहा है, heat is released, so it will be a exothermic reaction. It will be a exo. Why? Because heat is given out in this reaction. Now, is there any change of state is taking place? If we write this is in the solid, in the metallic form, this oxygen is in the gaseous state, and this is also in the solid state. So obviously we can see this oxygen, which is a gaseous substances, gets converted into solid. So there is a change in state also is there involved over here. So we can write change in state. तो इस रिएक्शन में क्या क्या देखा, दिस इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन रिएक्शन, दिस इज अ रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन बिकॉज इट इन्वॉल्व ऑक्सीडेशन एज वेल एज रिडक्शन, so it is a redox reaction. Why exothermic? Because when we are heating this up, a large amount of it is evolved, that is why it is a exothermic reaction, and there is a change of state is taking place over here in this reaction. So another means question you will be getting is given in your NCERT, why magnesium ribbon is cleaned before burning in the present in air. So what will be the answer? So to remove the oxide layer, we need to clean it before we burn this magnesium ribbon. Okay, now how can we prove this this is basic in nature? So we can take the help of the indicator which is there in your second chapter. So indicator, how many indicators are there? Every indicators we will discuss. First one is the litmus. So what it will do, it will convert red litmus to blue. Okay, next one is the phenolphthalein. So phenolphthalein, what we all observe, it will, as it is basic in nature, so its color will be pink. In acidic, the color of the phenolphthalein will be colorless. And the last one is the methyl orange. So methyl orange, what we will be seeing in the basic medium, it will be yellow in color. So by this thing we can easily say that this is basic in nature. Okay, moving to the next reaction. Reaction को क्यों discuss कर रहा हूँ? This is given in your NCERT and this is very important one. Okay, now next, moving to the next part, that is next reaction. What was there? Put your Pb, potassium nitrate, NO3 whole twice, plus reacting with Ki. It will react to give now PbI2 plus KNO3. Okay, so this is the reaction. All will be in the aqueous form. Now let's discuss this reaction. What we will be seeing in this one, what type of changes, means first what type of reaction this is. This is a double displacement reaction. This is the double displacement reaction. Next one, what can I write? Is it a redox reaction? It is not a redox reaction. Not a redox reaction, because we have already studied double displacement reaction are of two types. One is the precipitation, another one is the neutralization. And here no redox, it is not considered as a redox reaction. Both the types of the double displacement reaction, they are not considered as a redox reaction. Next one, what observation we are getting? The color of this PbI2 will be yellow. And why this downward arrow? Because yellow precipitate is from insoluble substance is formed over here. So what is the color of this insoluble substance? This is yellow in color. So we can also write this is a what type of reaction? This is a precipitation reaction. Precipitation reaction. And what changes we are observing? So over here we are observing there is a change in color. Change in color. So moving towards the third reaction, that is, what was it? Zinc granules was added in dilute HCl. Dilute hydrochloric acid. So it will give ZnCl2 plus H2. Now this above sign indicate that hydrogen gas is liberated in the reaction. So now let's see what can we write in this reaction. What type of reaction this is? This is a displacement reaction. This is a displacement reaction because more reactive metal, that is the zinc, is displacing hydrogen. So hence it will be a displacement reaction. Then can we write it is a redox reaction? Yes, this is a redox reaction. Then what can we write from in this reaction? Now hydrogen gas is liberated, and hydrogen gas will burn with a pop sound. So we can write over here evolution of gas is taking place. Then we will be seeing H2 will keep pop sound. This is the identification used for hydrogen gas. And the last one, what can we add? Is it exothermic or endothermic? Exothermic or endothermic? Now we will observe if we touch the glass container that heat is evolved, heat is given out. So it will also be considered as an exothermic reaction. Okay, so hopefully you have understood these three reactions. So what we have seen over here, that in a chemical reaction there is a change in state is taking place, there is change in color, there is change in the temperature is taking place, okay, and evolution of gas. So next we will move to the next part of our video. Hopefully you have understood this one. Thank you.